how y'all doing? My name is Terri Carter. I'm from Marietta, Georgia. I'm a stay-home mom, and I'm a cook and a gardener, an organic gardener to be specific. I'm 49, really 50 years old. I don't like to say that out loud, so I want to say it really low. I just had a birthday and I turned a big 50, but we don't have to tell everybody that. The dish I'm going to make for you today is something very special to me because it's one of my original dishes. And people say that I'm the chicken queen. That's what they say. But anyway, I do love chicken a lot. And I do a lot of buffalo wings, and most people will say, Terri, can you make chicken wings? They get really excited about the chicken wings, fried chicken, whatever kind of chicken. I make chicken a whole bunch of different ways. But what I have tonight is a recipe that I kind of stumbled upon. One night I was having one of my pity parties because I'm recently divorced, and it was a very tough divorce for me. And I'm trying to get my life back together, so I decided to pursue my goal of being a cook and a gardener, and organic gardener to be specific. So I'm very proud of that. I just graduated from Habitshop Works, which is an urban gardening training class, and most of these people are vegetarians, but I still love my chicken. So what I'm making for you tonight is something called chocolate chicken. Don't let the name scare you, because every time I tell somebody the name, they go, chocolate chicken, real? But actually, it's really good. Everybody loves chocolate. Everybody loves chicken. So I'm not going to tell you the recipe for the chocolate. I'm going to tell you it is a homemade chocolate recipe. And I use this recipe for something else. But just happened to be that night some leftover chicken wings and some leftover chocolate. And boom! The two came together. And here we have chocolate chicken from the Chocolate Chicken Diva Queen. Alright, let me get my chicken over here. Here are the chicken wings, and they're recently fried. I'm not going to take you through all the steps, but these are just fried chicken wings, and I did the whole chicken wing here. And I have my chocolate sauce here. So all I'm going to do is take the chicken and the chocolate. Here's the chocolate sauce. It's pretty thick. I would actually like it to be a little thin, but it's been sitting here because of the magic of television. We had to prepare some things, so here we have it. So I'm just going to take basically my chicken wings, drop them in the chocolate. And let me get about 2 or 3 here. So, and this is basically it. You make the chicken wings and the chocolate, and I try not to get too much chocolate on the chicken because we don't want to eat too much sweet stuff. So there's the chicken, and coming out of here, a little thick, but I'll make it a little bit thinner. Add a little bit more butter to it to thin it out just a little bit. And it's basically the same concept that you would have if you were making buffalo wings or any other kind of chicken. You basically fry the chicken without a batter, just plain. I didn't add any salt to this. And then you're basically just dipping the chicken in the sauce while it's hot. Now this sauce, I will say, to give it that chicken wing flavor that most of us like, I did add some heat to it. Really good. The heat I added is chipotle chili peppers. And this is just chipotle peppers, not flaked, but actually ground to a powder. Put this in the sauce here. And the thing about this, you can add as much as you want or as little as you want to make it hot. If you want it sweeter, less of the pepper. If you want it hotter and have a kick to it, you would add more pepper. So basically, this is my chocolate chicken wing recipe. I should taste it right now because I actually haven't tasted these, but if I do, I'm really going to mess up my look here. But let me tell you a little bit a little bit more about me. I've been cooking for almost, I would say, 40 years. I was raised in rural Alabama by my grandparents. They adopted me at a very young age. My grandfather, he was actually a chef during World War II. He loves to tell these stories of him being on the ship and they had to go out to war leaving from Pearl Harbor. From what I actually heard from Grandma is that he was on the ship and he was in the bottom, and they never actually went out to sea, so he kind of avoided actually going out during the war. But he tells the story, and I like the story too. My grandmother, which I call Mama, she was a maid and a cook. So I learned to cook at a very early age. She cooked pound cakes for everybody in the community. She sold some, gave some away. So cooking has been part of my nature. And recently, when I finished my gardening class, my business plan was to finish my cookbook. Actually, my cookbook is actually finished. It's a collection of my grandmother's recipes that she made all her life. And when she passed away, people would say, "Oh, Terri, I'm so sorry about Miss Ann, but did you have any of her recipes?" So with that being said, I started to compile all those great things that she made and put them in a recipe book. And I kind of told the stories of what I did growing up and how I grew up and how cooking influenced my life. And cooking was a very, very big deal for me growing up. So I always thought, hey, you know, I want to do something with food, but I never knew what. So when I went through this horrible divorce, and I actually got my divorce about last July, which is a little over a year ago, I decided to pursue something that I really loved, things that were really passionate to me. And to be honest with you, when I was younger, I had a tiny picture in 17 magazine, so I always wanted to be on television. I gave up that dream of acting and modeling a long time ago, but with this new cooking thing and all the cooking shows and TV celebrities, I thought, why not pursue this, and maybe I can do something locally. So I love teaching people how to cook. I love teaching kids how to cook, and I love growing food. So with the organic gardening and the cooking, I'm kind of bringing the two together, and I want to show people, you know, how to cook and how to enjoy food. Now, with that being said, I do a few impressions when I'm cooking. I do impressions of my favorite celebrity TV chefs. Would you like to hear it? Okay, I thought you would. One of my favorite people to do is one of the first people that I saw cook on television, which was Miss Julia Charles. And Julia always cooked the chicken in bed. She would beat the chicken, and she would make sure that we all had this fancy, fresh French way of cooking. But her partner, Mr. Jean Pepin was also a French chef, and he was such a wonderful French chef, and the food he made was so delicious. And you know, one of my favorite people now is Miss Ray Drummond, because Miss Drummond, she just makes all those pioneer-like foods for her beautiful blue-eyed husband of hers, which is so handsome. And I just really like the way she cooks. She makes country food like me, but she makes it really nice. And you know, of course, one of my favorites would be the ultimate in diva cooking, Miss Martha Stewart. She's very proper, and although I'm not quite as proper as Martha, I do try to incorporate some of her cooking styles and things that I do. And you know, one of my favorite guys is, you know, Chef G. Garber, you know, because hey, you know, we're gonna cook it and we're gonna get the chicken. Oh, and I just scared my dog. That was my dog Panther doing G. Garber, so I guess that wasn't a great impression. But anyway, I hope you guys give me a chance to come out and make this delicious chocolate chicken. And in closing, I think I'm going to taste the chicken and let you know how it really tastes, okay? Let me see. It's hot. It's very hot. You don't even know. You don't even know how good this chicken is. Chocolate and chicken together. Don't say it's terrible until you try it. This is really good. And I looked all over the internet. Nobody's ever made chocolate chicken before. That's it. Mole has a lot of other ingredients, but this is very simple. It's a good, I'm not going to tell you, but this is my personal chicken chocolate sauce recipe. But the chicken and the chocolate together is really good. And you can add, once again, as much heat as you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, please, please give me a chance to come out and cook this delicious chicken for you or whatever you like, okay? Thank you so much, y'all. Bye now.